part of learning how to program in a certain language is learning where to get some help if you need it. So in Python, some of that functionality, some of this help comes from within the shell already. So I've now started the IDLE, which is the standard way that we recommend for the course, and I can start using some of this online help, or this help that's already present in the IDLE or in the Python shell. So I type help and I get some welcoming words, and then I can type some strings that will be interpreted by Python as a request for more information. So here you can see the list of keywords that Python knows about, and it's telling me this list. You can also ask Python, for instance, about topics that it knows about, and all those different topics will be listed. So one of them would be integer, and Python tells me some information about integers. Now this is the online help, and it's more of a browser of the help that's available within the Python shell. So now I've decided to quit, and I just type quit, and I'm back within the interpreter. Now, as Python tells me here, I can also ask for this help directly from the interpreter without going through the online help. So this is done here by typing help and then the command I need help with, and this would be the print command. So here Python tells me what it knows about the print command. I can also ask for help about specific types. So for instance, bool, and it tells me everything it knows about bool, so everything it thinks is relevant. Okay, so this is for the command help, and in general getting help from the online help. There is another command that is useful sometimes. It's called dir. So dir, when it's called, tells you all the different things that Python knows about this object or the present context. So here it's a bit special because I've passed nothing to the function dir. But if I do a equals 5, for instance, and now have the object a, which has value 5, I can ask Python to list all the things that it knows about, or it knows how to perform on this integer a. Okay, so, and you can see a few functions that can be called, for instance, bit length, conjugate, denominator, imaginary, numerator, real, and so on. Okay, another aspect of getting help is the error messages that you get. So if I'm here in the interpreter and everything's fine, but then I ask Python to divide 1 by 0, it's not happy, and this is indicated by the red here. So it tells me that there is a 0 division error. So in this case, it's pretty explicit about what the problem is. It's at the line 1 over 0, there is a 0 division error, and it tells me that I've done an integer division or a modulo by 0, which is the case. So it's trying to tell me what its problem is. And here it's pretty accurate, but in general, don't expect it to be as accurate, unfortunately. Okay, so here it was very simple because I entered one line which had the problem. But if I define, let's say, a new function, so we'll see this later, but I'll call it division AB, and this would return A divided by B. So it would perform the division for me. So if I define my new function here, and I decide to call division, and notice how the IDLE gives me helpfully the argument names. So I say 1, 0.